Look, bro, I learned a little bit too.
All right, all right.
All right, I did the whole sound engineer for this for Walkman.
Lindo.
And let me tell you something. They're deaf. They're freaking deaf, man. Okay, that shit was so loud.
I think that's
Did you see anybody get shot or anything?
yeah.
Yeah, way like if you want
Yeah, I
to
have.
say anything, like mention names, locations,
seas
and
mamón.
everything.
Nah, I mean, yeah, I seen like shoot
So,
And I paid $20
for your badge.
for my badge.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, bro? What the fuck's my badge? Dog?
You never got your badge.
I never got a badge, bro.
No,
Hey,
wait.
Hyphy is more like up north for like the Bay Area shit.
Crunk
And then-
you like,
Yeah, all that. Yeah, there we go.
fuck. I remember that shit. We're right here because
And you're humble as fuck.
why not?
Yeah, es un asqueroso tú, coño.
Welcome back again to the number one Latino podcast in the world. I'm Memo,
I'm Omar.
and this is the Why Podcast.
Why, bro?
Why not, Carnelio? Why not?
First of all, if you're a new subscriber, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and stick around. We're gonna have a good conversation today. If you're a return viewer, thank you. We appreciate you. Remember, we post every Wednesday at what time?
9 a.m. Pacific time, dude.
We don't miss. We don't plan on missing. Hope not, right?
Yeah, we don't.
Who knows? Primeramente Dios.
Yeah.
Today's a little bit different. As you guys know what it is, I'm looking at you straight. He's looking at you straight. It's a little bit different. We have a special guest. One that's known all over East LA, Boyle Heights,
Hell yeah.
Compton, Willowbrook area. All LA County knows this guy. Es el que hace tu bote. Fucking say it, bro.
¿Qué bote, güey? Saca el bote, what?
El que hace tu bote mover. Say it, bro. Okay. Anyway, I want to make a perfect introduction. He's a DJ.
Uh-huh.
He's an entertainer.
Okay.
And every time he goes to concerts to go ahead and DJ, he gets reposted like 200,000 times.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Everybody, they don't even go for the artist. They actually
Yeah.
just to go see him DJ. Yeah,
that's right.
I want to welcome the one and only DJ Trice.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bro,
Bro,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna be honest, I came up with that shit from like on top of my head, bro.
That's good. Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can
even
tell,
think about
fool.
it.
Clean, that was clean.
But
like that.
we'll speed it up. That way it
Well,
could look
before we
natural.
start with the conversation with DJ Trice, I want to give a shout out to the obviously Ben Productions.
Yeah, I've been production
James,
today.
thank you so much for this nice setup we have going on here. And hopefully we can keep him as de planta. We'll see. Si se porta bien, you know. He's busy, so.
Si llega a tiempo, mande.
Nah, shit, bro. Órale. No, but yeah.
I'm already.
So, Mr. Trice, thank you again for
guys for
coming
having
through,
me.
Mijo. I know it's you have a busy schedule, especially with all the work you've been having. But thank you for stopping by in the White Podcast. En
Yeah,
tu humilde casa, viejo.
Thank you. I know every day you're busy, bro. You got Monday margaritas, Taco Tuesday,
All that good shit,
Wednesday. I don't know what do you guys? You DJ Wednesday? Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for
guys
having me, bro.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having me.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna start off real quick. It's a little basic introduction of who is the DJ Trice. Who is he? So, where were you born, DJ Trice?
So I was born and raised in East LA.
Okay, East LA.
Born and raised East LA.
Yeah, we haven't got all East LA people over here, dude. You know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
to East LA.
Shout out to East
Shout
LA
out to
people.
East LA.
Oh yeah, so you were born and raised in East LA.
Wait. I'm sorry. The $1 million question,
this is
bro.
very- after
No. I gotta do it.
All right.
Is East LA and Boyle Heights the same thing?
Nah,
Thank you.
it's not the same
That's
thing.
what I'm talking about.
It's not the same thing. Nope.
Hell yeah, fool. It's,
Nope.
it's
not.
It's hot.
It's
bro.
fucking dude. It's the
not.
same shit, bro.
It's like there's a borderline.
That's what I'm saying. When pinche calle miada no se para, we the same shit.
Yeah, but it's a borderline though. There's a big difference between Boyle Heights and East LA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's more hotter, East LA or Boyle Heights?
Honestly, I feel like East LA is like more like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like así más,
Like
más
hot, like
Oh.
it's hot, way. Like
not like hot como que
como calor, way, pero it's not
no,
like
güey, like
ta, 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 you know, like hot.
tracatera.
Oh, Tracatera, damn. It was always been East LA.
Yeah, huh?
Is it?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I asked that is because we had Michael Ruiz a few weeks
Michael
ago.
Ruiz, yeah.
And I told him, hey, bro, like, because he told them all, you know, Boyle Heights just the same thing. He's like, yeah, same thing. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I mean, practically it's almost the same thing, but like I just feel me
So
personally.
you think it's like a pride thing, or what do you think it is, Hugo?
I don't know. It's just there's a difference.
Because Boyle Heights has some homies from Boyle Heights too. They're like, yeah, fuck the East LA fool. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
It's like a little rivalry, you know.
Yeah.
Boyle Heights East LA is a little rivalry.
You think
Like
it starts off with the schools and shit, like the Roosevelts and the what was the other ones?
I think
Garfield
so.
and Roosevelt.
Yeah, loser, bro.
Yeah, Roosevelt. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want a Garfield. I want a Garfield.
That's right. So did you try it? Tell us how tell us about yourself. I know
So
you're
you-
born, raised in
East
East
LA.
LA.
Born and raised East LA, you know. And I mean, basically, I just grew up there. I mean, I haven't moved out of East LA, you know. Like I've
Okay,
always been
cool.
an East LA person. You know, I just feel East LA like I don't know, like it's crazy. Like a lot of people, like they'll be like, "Oh, what's like it's ghetto," or like, "No, it's not." Dude. Like it's fucking, like it's like
It's a fucking vibe.
it's a vibe, you know. Like you have everything right there. You want to go fucking quieres de comer? You have everything right there. You have tacos. You have fucking all kinds of things.
Yeah, yeah,
like
for sure, for
everything,
sure.
like a lot of. Like,
Oh, did try. So, you were born in East LA. Siblings. You have how many siblings? You're alone, single sibling,
I have two sisters.
two sisters. Okay, you're the oldest.
No, I'm the youngest.
The youngest.
The youngest.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
I was talking about.
You got you they were raised in Italy too with you have
Yeah.
your okay.
Well, one of my sisters was born in Mexico, but you know,
Okay, cool.
pero pues acá también like.
Nací ya, nací aquí.
Nacida en México y creída aquí. Like,
Okay.
Okay, where your parents
my parents, my dad's from Michoacán, my mom's from Guadalajara.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
shit.
Have you
Okay.
been out there?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I have.
So Trey, so you grew up. So how does this whole transition with the DJ happen? Real quick. So you just like music, or how did that work? How did it all begin? How did it start?
So-
What
What
inspired
age?
you?
At what
At
age, right?
So it's crazy how that question, because my dad's he used to play in a grupo. Norteño,
Okay.
Since like the 90s. So I mean, even before the 90s, like since he was in Mexico, he's always been into music. Music has always run in my family.
Okay.
With my dad and my uncles. So my dad, when he came over here to the U.S., he started playing in a grupo norteño
Uh-huh.
with one of his compadres.
Okay.
And then he moved on to a different group, which back in the 90s, they had a actual like a contract with a big label.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people might not know it, but it used to be called Balboa Records.
Okay.
Which they used to have ¿cómo se llama?
Jorge
Luis
Gamboa?
No, José Luis Cabrera.
Okay.
José Luis Cabrera. They used to have Recoditos,
Oh shit. Okay.
and they used to play like a lot in like a lot of festivals out here in
Okay.
LA. They even got to perform at the Los Angeles Sports Arena.
Oh, órale,
Like
okay.
when he
Like
did
opening and stuff like that.
like opening, and he did like a bunch of like tours, Mexico tours, like US tours. So I mean, that's why I feel like that's where I picked up like the music from my dad.
Okay, cool.
And then after that, one of my cousins, which is my padrino de primera comunión, back in the 90s, he bought a DJ system.
Órale.
So that's like I kind of like I would always be with him, like
DJ and stuff like that.
even outside of DJ, like I would always be. He's like my older brother, like
Okay.
like I would always be with him. So then I picked that up from him, like,
Órale.
'cause I was like you could say 7, 8 years old, going with him to the gigs already.
Oh, so you already knew how to do a setup and all that shit, huh?
Yeah, so I picked that up from him mainly.
Oh,
the
that's
the
cool.
DJ part is like from him, because like I would watch him, and himself he would tell like, oh, like this goes here, this goes over here, and with the time I started picking it up. And then I remember the first time he actually let me play was I was at a birthday party, and he was like, hey, I gotta use a restroom. But like it's one of those times where like fuck, like
What should I do?
What should I do,
On the spot, Simon.
so then it's like, you think you could play the next song? I was like, well, yeah, I mean, you just press this button, you do this. All right, cool. So he went to the restroom, and I played the next song. And then after
You don't-
that,
you don't
but then I guess he did this on purpose. So I played the next song, and then I know he was taking a while. So I was like I kind of like, what should I do? Like, should I look for another song? Should I play the next song?
Yeah.
So I ended up playing the next song. So he took like a while, but he was just like from far away, just
Trying to see what you're gonna
like,
do. React.
what was my reaction? What was I gonna do? So then that's when he was like
All right, you got this shit,
like
bro.
he got it, like he picked it up. So then little by little he started teaching me more about like blending,
Okay, cool.
because that's what DJing is about, blending. So like, look, okay, like you got this part already. So now we're gonna go on to the blending.
Okay, cool.
Blending is when you gotta like match the beats
Yeah.
and everything. So when you do the transition, it sounds like you like it never like you change the song. It's just
Yeah.
like a straight blend. And yeah, he taught me about time counting and blending, and from there just little by little, like
So during that time, because I know things are different now
Mhm.
from when you started to now. Did you hold CDs? Did you hold those big ass
Oh, yeah.
discs, or
yeah.
how was
CDs.
that process?
It was all CDs. For me, it was CDs.
Because I remember DJs would carry like a luggage where they puro pinche CDs,
Yeah,
and
that
they'll
was
just go back and forth, the puppet iron.
yeah. That was me. When I used to go DJ with him, kitchen not compa, we used to like those regular dollies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We used to carry a dolly just for all the CDs that he would have. It was just cases of CDs.
Oye, Trice. Yeah, somebody. So you guys will have to be like very in tune with what's up next. Like, what's the next shit popping, right? Or
Yeah.
how would you guys purchase the next CDs? Like, oh shit, I have to buy the CD, or how you guys go based on that? Just whatever.
So
comes
based
out?
on that, like I don't know, before they used to do like a lot of commercial ads, like come like pretty soon this artist is dropping this album, and it has these songs, like they'll do like little like 10 seconds of
Yeah.
the song or whatnot. So then the radio station, that's what the radio station will come in,
Uh-huh.
and then they're like, oh, the number one song, it goes by the name of this, where you could find it in this album, So you go to like, there used to be a place called Ritmo Latino.
Okay.
Rings a bell.
Ritmo Latino. I mean, I'm pretty old. I'm 33 years old.
Okay.
So that's
33?
Bro,
33.
we're not that.
Oh,
We're
well.
not that far away from you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
33
older
too,
than
yeah.
you.
Okay.
No, I'm
So
33.
it was like a. Have you heard about Tower Records?
I think I've heard of it. No?
The what?
Tower Records.
Yeah.
It was like a big store where you find all kinds of CDs and all that.
Okay.
So Ritmo Latino was like something similar, but they used to have like all the Latin stuff
Okay.
and English as well,
Yeah.
But that was like the main store to go buy your CDs and
All that good shit. Oh, yes.
I was gonna ask you, did you ever do like? Cause what I would do before I would do LimeWire,
LimeWire?
yeah.
LimeWire, and then I would burn it into CDs.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
Areas?
Huh?
Remember areas too or no? Do you remember
It was
areas?
Bearshare, LimeWire, Areas. There was a couple of other like.
Yeah, probably Bimbo doesn't know anything about those shit.
And then like 5 days later, my shit had Trojan viruses all over the fucking computer.
yeah, I remember
Neta,
those shit.
way.
Yeah.
No, neta. And then like it was bad, bro. I went
Hey,
to
so
like
we're
3
low-key-
different computers.
We're low-key IT, fool.
We were hackers, bro.
Yeah.
At that
Hackers.
point, we were hackers, way.
That's crazy, dog.
But it was so normal, way.
It was no. I guess it was like the newest thing, but that's illegal, bro.
Yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
was,
dude.
well, but technically, it was illegal.
It was.
Bernie, that's how you fools in the Swami have all these bangers. I'm like, how
Yeah, wait, that. I was gonna say it. I don't know if you got to experience that way. When I would go to the Swami way, at least when
yeah.
I was young, when I was Swami, they would have this album with all different songs from different
Oh, yeah.
artists.
Yeah, how do they do that?
But just burn it, just burn it.
No,
way.
I mean, but I'd be like, how the fuck do you know? People like, how did they do it? You know? Oh, now what they have is just USBs, dude. They all upload it to the USB and they have all the USB like 1 terabyte of shit.
I mean,
Back then, so they used to have like they used to make like a CD, like they say it'll come out every month. They'll come out with a different CD.
Yeah.
But like within that month or two, obviously there's different artists dropping like
Yeah.
bangers,
yeah.
So like they'll wait like a month or two, and then they'll put one whole CD of pure bangers.
Yeah.
So the whole CD like it was like just straight fire.
Bangers, yeah.
It was just pure bangers.
Yeah, I remember that way.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just wild, bro.
DJ Trice. Oh, yes, Trice. ¿Cómo llegas? Okay, so now you say you went to your padrino's the one that kind of
Influenced me,
you.
yeah.
That. So tell me, how did this name come about? DJ Trice. How did you pick up that name?
Damn. That name came to high school.
High school?
High school, yeah.
And that's when you like decided to launch yourself. Like I'm gonna launch myself as a DJ. Or cómo fue ese rollo?
Oh
Like-
well, the DJ part was already there, but not everybody knew that I was a DJ.
yeah. Okay.
So I mean, everybody just it was during that time
What's your
around.
padrino's name? DJ what? Huh?
No, his name is Jorge.
Oh, Jorge. Okay.
Yeah.
So DJ Jorge.
Jorge,
So they
yeah.
just go DJ Jorge.
Yeah, Jorge, yeah. Like. So the whole DJ thing started when the whole flyer party scene,
Oh fuck.
the
That's a good
partying
name,
crews and
man,
all that.
yeah.
So I mean, I met one of my boys, longtime friend. We started a party. Well, they started a party crew with his brother.
Okay.
So then we were in the party scene, and then I remember one time they're like, oh well, they wanted to throw a party, but there was no DJ.
And then what's up?
So then I was just like, well, I'm a DJ, and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, like I know how to DJ, like I'm a DJ, like
I've been
this-
doing that shit for years. You know?
like I here and there, like I do quinceañeras and birthdays with my padrino. Like, oh, well, you done with DJ? I was like, yeah. So then that party was like the one that,
that flew you out like, oh shit.
like, oh, this fool, like he knows how to DJ. Like
So, pero how did that name come about?
the name,
So you call you Trice over there or what? In your school?
no, the name came out from one of my high school friends,
Okay.
and because it goes back to a party scene. Like,
Oh.
oh, I need to look for a nickname for myself because back then you used to go by nicknames,
and shit, yeah, for sure,
not
yeah,
by your
yeah.
real name. Because you used to have like those big badges with the logos of the party crew.
Oh, okay.
And they used to have your name on the bottom.
Hey, so who's
It's like a name tag, pretty much.
With the flyer parties, no?
Yeah, with the flyer
Oh, yes.
parties.
I was time that I was in a flyer party. I don't even remember what it was called. Grand Hustle,
Yeah. Well, I was from Grand Hustle.
bro.
Wait, hold on.
Hold up.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you guys fucking
No.
Jack the
Who was the main one, bro?
At
He
the
lived
big-
right there in Arizona.
No, so that was afterwards. Me and my homie, we started Grand Hustle. It was with the Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Well, fuck, I got in. At least I was told I got
Yeah,
in.
nah, they told
And I paid $20
For your badge.
for my badge.
Yeah.
Well, what's up, bro? What the fuck's my badge? dog?
You never got your badge?
I never got a badge, bro.
No,
And
güey, es que este güey
I
tenía-
kept getting charged on the fucking entrance way. And I was like, I'm from Grand Hustle. They're like, where's your badge? I'm like, fuck.
You see? So okay.
So you guys are fucking running a ski fucking around.
Nah. No, so me and my homies, we started a Grand Hustle. So then I don't know, some
So that was like the
other
big
people started getting involved. So you know what, like we're just gonna,
Yeah.
like, let them do that,
Okay.
So that's when we got into a different party crew. But Grand Hustle was already there.
Uh-huh.
So they just took over some food.
So some fools took over, and that's when you got in.
You don't want to take that blame. That
Yeah,
he
yeah,
do.
no.
Oh, I'm being serious. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't here for a long time though. Like that we were like with the Grand
Oh,
Hustle.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
you got creative. You got like, man, let me just fucking do my
How
own
did you guys
shit.
come up with that?
With the name Grand
Yeah.
Hustle, because
Was it
one,
T.I.?
yeah, because one of my homies was what's his name? He was like really like a big fan of Ti. So that's when he came up with the name of Grand Hustle.
Grand Hustle.
Yeah.
I never heard that shit. Okay.
No, that was
No,
like like a
Oh, yeah,
slogan,
so
right?
fucking that. So East LA is a fucking party big
Party?
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
East
wait.
LA.
But Boyle
So
Heights.
going back to Omar and how he got scammed into fucking getting his badge way. I thought I saw him when he had glasses on. He wasn't cool, bro. So he saw glasses like, let me just fucking get this for his money way. Hey, I'm on Grand Hustle. Y get tan dinero y entra. He's still getting paid. To this day, he hasn't got his fucking badge.
Yeah,
bro.
wait, I'm still looking for the guy.
So whoever is in charge of the Grand Hustle thing,
I'm
we
still
don't
looking
find
for
it,
you.
man.
Yeah, I forgot. Honestly,
I forgot it.
I forgot all about that. I forgot all about. Right
That's
now that you brought it
crazy.
up, I was like,
Okay, so that's how you came up with the name DJ Trice. Like, let me DJ Trice.
yeah. Well, my homie gave me the nickname like Trice, but I forgot how did it came up.
Yeah.
It just came up
Like,
like
se te pegó ahí
se
Trice.
me pegó Trice.
So then you did parties and everything like that, and you graduated high school,
Yeah.
and then you still dedicate yourself to like doing parties and shit like that, quinceañeras and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I still do flyer parties, quinceañeras, birthdays. So here's what during the high school, like at the end of graduation,
yeah.
that's where we like kind of did that
Transition.
transition into like the paisa.
Oh, okay.
Because even during the English flyer parties, there was like paisa crews.
Oh, okay. So you were mostly like hip hop shit.
Yeah, it was the beginning. It was like pure like hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember the flyer called the Hyphy versus Crunk.
Hyphy versus Crunk. It was like Hyphy versus Crunk. Hyphy is more like up north for like the Bay Area shit.
Crunk
And then-
you like.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, there we go.
Fuck. I remember that shit. Or right here because they had
Like stomp the yard type
Yeah,
of shit.
Yeah,
gotcha,
something
okay.
like that. Yeah,
Like more West Coast. West Coast is Crunk.
that's all West Coast. Yeah.
Oh,
So like Crunk is
fuck,
more over
dude.
here, like on this side, like LA. You know.
Like that clown, the Compton clown. What is the Compton clown? That fool. I don't know if you've seen that fool. That I don't know. I forgot his name. I think he's in his fucking truck around here, fool. He does like little pop ups and shit. He has a clown and the fool are dancing and shit and doing all these crazy moves and shit. Crunky.
I don't
basically.
know, man.
I forgot his name.
Anyway,
Anyways,
it's LA, we do. If not, I'll try to
I'm
stay with
fucking
them
sorry,
fucking
bro.
up.
Yeah.
So hey, if we're going back in the day, okay, talking about that, what trends did you have? Okay, were you ever in the trend where the girls used to wear like shoelaces in their head, fool?
The what?
Shoelaces in their head, wait.
What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is
I remember that
bro?
shit.
You
No.
remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
He
bro.
was there. I was like, what the
So you
fuck?
were
Oh
not
yeah,
cool
they
enough,
used to
fool?
wear like fucking
Shoelaces.
right here.
Yeah, like a diadema, fool. You see what I'm saying? For you're not cool enough,
Nah, I
dog.
wasn't
DJ Trice,
cool
you
enough.
So that was when I was like in middle school.
Me too. Yeah,
I was in middle
that's what I'm
school.
saying. Yeah,
I was
like
in
you
middle
put
school
on
and all
logos
that.
and shit, fool.
With the shoelaces, and then you used to fucking stuff in your Converse with socks.
Oh yeah, or the fucking Liga.
Yeah, the liga on your jeans. Yeah.
Oh shit, I don't know. Bimbo's like, who the fuck kind of shit is this, dude? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So basically, you used to get Converse. You used to put fat laces too.
Okay, fat
Laces,
you know what I'm
and then you used to
saying,
stuff in
dude?
your
Nah,
Converse
I
with.
didn't do that.
Yeah, he wasn't
bro.
cool enough. Fuck, I'm telling you, who the
Wasn't cool
fuck?
enough.
Yeah, fool, you were too busy kicking rocks and shit.
Nah,
fool.
I was in the party crew like it was weird.
Well,
Because
you
that
can't
was
be in the party crews
that
if
was
you're not
middle school, right?
The
The
part,
Grand Hustle.
no, Grand Hustle was
already, like freshman year, no?
that was freshman year for me.
Okay, yeah, because
Freshman, freshman.
Because I got out. Because I wasn't hanging out with them anymore. Because I went to I had to go to football practice and stuff like that. So I didn't go with the guys.
Hey, fool.
Speaking about football, I used to be on the football team too.
También? Trice.
Garfield.
Okay.
Only for like a year though.
Oh yeah, Trice. But this fool saying, okay, first of all, you cannot be in a group if you don't get acknowledged. You're not in the fucking party.
yeah.
Group, okay,
So-
you can say you're in a party group. You're not in a
No,
party.
I was paying to enter the fucking party.
You see, Grand Hustle, like it was cool, but they never had like an official like party, like those like host parties with other people, but they never
Did their own shit.
Dude,
but-
that
their
shit
own
was
shit.
so
It
dumb,
was
bro.
it was an epic fail with that.
Hey, wait, do you remember when the flowers would go wrong way, and they said, hit up this number,
Oh yeah, 960 love and all
and
that.
then how the fucking numbers never worked?
Yeah.
Do you remember that
I
way?
remember, yeah.
So what is that like? What like?
So it was like it was more like an info line.
Oh,
So they'll put phone numbers on the flyers, like, oh, hit this number up for information how to get to the party.
okay.
So before anything, we used to have Google Maps, no Apple Maps. So before you used to call this number, right? And they'll be like, okay, if you're coming from like East LA, Montebello, surrounding areas, what you want to do, you take this street, then you make a left.
Oh,
Like it's
shit.
verbal directions how to get
Yeah,
there.
man.
That's crazy, fool.
Yeah.
These people never know anything about that shit. They get lost with this fucking Apple. They have Apple, they have Google, all that shit. Now we didn't have anything back then, fool.
Now back then we used to have MapQuest.
Oh shit. No, but you would want to call after 9 so you won't get billed. You know what I'm saying? After 9.
Oh
shit.
yeah, after 9, yeah, 3 minutes after 9.
That's crazy.
Or
fool.
disconnect the fucking internet.
What?
No, the DSL.
No.
Oh, so you will call and shit, or
Yeah,
what?
so you can make the call.
Oh, you make the call. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Disconnect
okay,
the.
sorry
Yeah,
about
fucking-
yeah, like for internet, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's try it. So, dang, this is all freaking
We're
going
going all over the
memory.
place, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
dude.
going all over. I'm sorry.
So,
But yeah, so you came up with DJ Trice.
wait,
Your
friend,
whole-
his friend.
your
Well, the
friend.
name was Trice, and then after the one party it became DJ
Do
Trice.
you know what DJ stands for?
Disc jockey? Yeah.
Okay, good shit, go ahead.
That was a good. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, that's like I remember it was like a documentary I saw back then. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay,
Ron.
so you got the name DJ Trice. After that party, you blew up. Everybody wanted you. Quinceañeras, hey DJ Trice. Did you get hit up? Be like, hey, where you gonna be at this weekend? Because I was talking to him that there was times where we would just fucking crash, like
Random quinceañeras.
yeah, random ass quinceañeras.
Shit.
Did they call you and be like, hey, are you gonna DJ this weekend or?
I would get calls like or messages. Oh, we're gonna be playing at this weekend, or
And you just pop up out of nowhere.
just pop up. Yeah.
Hey, Trace, how does this transition to clubs go to now, viejo? So I know you were doing. I mean, you're still doing like quinceañeras and then private parties,
Yeah, I
right?
still do.
So how does this come about? How does this transition to like going to like the clubs and shit? How does that come about?
So it goes back to after graduation.
Okay,
That's when the paisa parties, like the paisa party started, like
banging.
paisa flyer parties started coming like a thing,
Yeah,
Because the hip hop was already like getting too out of control. Like it was just dying out. So then the paisa flyer party started coming up, and then that's when due to those paisa parties, we meet certain people, and that's how we make the jump to the nightclubs.
Oh shit.
And it goes back to I don't know if you guys remember this place called Chavas Cafe.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah?
Downtown.
Yeah, downtown. It's
Yeah, it
on
was
7th
wild, bro.
and Santa Fe.
That wasn't that cool. For I never been over there.
Oh,
To
we're
No,
not in East
did-
LA, dog.
Sorry about
That's
that.
East LA, Boyle Heights.
Is it?
Yeah, you weren't part of East LA, bro.
No, yeah. So I mean, it goes back to like the flyer parties. I mean, back then, East LA, I was part of it. One of my homies se llamaba El Equipo, se llama Jose, which he was part of the English party crew with me
Okay,
too.
okay.
But he started his own paisa crew called El Equipo, and
Just blew up and
it
shit.
just blew up. And like kitchen hot, fucking we had Canelos.
I mean, like grupos, it got a little too expensive,
Like,
bro.
what's expensive? Like $25 the entrance for what?
We used to charge
No.
20.
20?
With grupos?
Huh?
With grupos?
Yeah.
I don't
It was
think it
more
was
affordable
20.
out here, dude, with the
Well, it's
equipo.
because I got there after 11, so that shit was up.
Well, sometimes I mean, it all depends who was there. But at one point, I mean, from what I remember, we used to charge $20.
Uh-huh.
We used to have Michael Ruiz. We used to have Comando Negro, Serenos,
All the fucking East LA heck.
again Oriental Cuatro. That's when Vendetta started
Oh,
coming.
Vendetta.
Oh, Vendetta was.
I remember the first time Vendetta played at Chavas. It was like it was Los Serenos CD's release party, and they're like, okay, we're gonna
You can open for us.
No, they closed out the night, Vendetta.
Oh, fuck. And it was Los Serenos?
Yes, yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
Well, I mean, ¿cómo se llama?
Usually you close it, no? If you're the main attraction, you
Oh yeah,
close
but
it.
Vendetta was barely it was like their first time appearing at a flyer party. Like they
Oh,
were barely
right.
coming up.
And they weren't like getting known because they were known back, dude.
Yeah, so that's when that's where pretty much they got introduced. Like, oh, this is Vendetta Norteño, and then after that,
blew up.
it was just when you had Serenos, you had Vendetta at a party. Like your shit was fucking cracking. It was
Oh,
popping.
shit, dude. Damn, bro. It's a fucking.
Damn,
goodness.
Chavas Cafe were crazy, bro.
I remember that place got shut down for like a cool minute, and on the comeback, we did a party. It was Comando Negro, Serenos, Vendetta, and Oriental Cuatro. Dude, that shit was.
Yeah.
Hey, so you were always like in the front row. Like you were always like, it seemed like you were just always like front making decisions and stuff. I mean,
not me. I wasn't making the decisions, but it was like I was part of the team.
the committee.
The community, part of the team. When all this happened, and that party was the game changer right there. Because ever since that party, that's when we started getting hit. We started getting hit up from like different labels, Del Records, Rancho Humilde,
Oh, shit. For like to what? For.
to selling artists.
To sign them with.
No, not to sign them.
Oh,
to,
no?
to like, hey, we have this artist over here in LA.
Oh shit.
Like nos ofrecieron a los Chaires, Delirio Norteño,
Oh,
Canelos.
because that scene was like.
It was
popping,
the
right?
paisa was
Uh-huh,
popping.
uh-huh.
So they will call you guys to promote their fucking team, or what do you mean?
Like they'll hit us up like, hey, you're interested in our artist for your next
To
event.
create an event for them.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! So you guys were fucking doing it, fool.
Then
You
that's
guys
how,
basically they were buying market. They were buying you guys as marketing to expose their.
well, not buying. It's basically offering us a grupo. Like, hey, we have this group available. Like, you guys want for your next event?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
But
like,
would they charge you guys or no?
yeah. Or either they will charge. Either we'll buy them. We'll buy the grupo like for the night, like lo que cobra en la noche.
Yeah.
Or we'll go 50-50 on the door. Whatever comes out at the door, we'll split it in half.
Oh,
And the expenses.
Damn, that's crazy. And that's all in Chavas Cafe.
I was in Chavas Cafe. But mainly, I'm telling you, mainly it was my homie Jose was the one who was, like in
Teach
charge
you all
of
that scene and shit like that.
Like he was in that. Pues I was part of the team and just doing the DJ
So,
stuff.
so ese mentado Jose, so he's in touch with like Rancho Humilde like that or what?
Well, back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahorita, pues, I mean,
They're all big. Rancho's the biggest one right now, no? Rancho's
Yeah.
one of the biggest fucking people right now. That's crazy.
Well, 'cause
dog.
that's how they started too, right?
that's
Jamie
how
and
I
then
started
that's
to-
how they started.
and fun fact, Adriel, Adriel, ¿cómo se llama? Ariel
Favela?
Favela. He had a CD release at Chavas Cafe.
Really?
Recently?
No,
No.
That shit don't exist.
it doesn't
right?
exist no
Oh,
more.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, it doesn't exist no more. Adriel Favela did a CD release party right there before he became who he was.
For who was your first? Was Malecon your first?
Yeah, Malecon was my first nightclub. So that's why I got introduced to DJ Chapito.
Oh, the Chapito.
He was really known in the South Central scene.
Oh shit.
He was like, he had his own party crew, but that was South Central. And he would do he was like the main,
the
like
main
South
hero.
Central.
That's wild.
That was his fucking city. That's it.
South Central and Compton, all this area over here, that was like,
Chapito's
that was him. Yeah.
You were East LA or
East
who was
LA
East
boy.
LA?
And then my boy Jose and
Oh,
we were East LA. So then that's when, we clicked up like, hey, what's up? Let's do an event together.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
East LA and South Central,
Oh, yeah, straight. And you guys never had like beef like that? Like, oh, fuck that. We're one that shit over here. Nah. It was
I
always
mean-
love. It was always love.
I mean, some people will say like, oh, that was always beef, but I mean, it's always love,
That's right. That's
At the end of the day, we will go party over there and they'll come party over here.
Oh, yeah, viejo. So talk about a little bit about what was the craziest shit you guys encountered during these fucking flyer times? Because I've been a couple of flyer weeks.
Oh,
And then South Central way. I mean, fuck, se está cabrón, güey. Fools pulling guns and shit. Fool shooting.
yeah, I experienced
pongo
I
a pensar,
experienced
¿no?
I experienced a couple.
Like, if you want to talk a little bit about it, like any experience, like as far as did you see anybody get shot or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, well, like if you want
Yeah, I
to
have.
say anything, like mention names, locations,
seas
and
mamón.
Nah, I mean, yeah, I seen like shootings, all that.
And you were right there. You were DJing, or you just part of like the crew, just chilling and.
One of them I was DJing, and then another one was just being there at the event.
did you witness like anything like traumatic?
He saying somebody get shot. Oh, very dramatic.
Yeah, the worst part was that he got shot right where to go in and out. It was just one way in, one way out. So literally, you kind of had to like go over him.
He was dead, güey.
Yeah,
A la verga, viejo.
Neta?
neta, yeah, he was like laid on the floor.
So what was your? Because that's one of the subjects, right? What was your whole like processing like?
I mean,
Bro,
like,
because you don't, bro.
that's
I mean,
fucking
be
life,
honest,
bro.
you don't see that shit in everyday.
you don't see it on a
basis.
daily basis. But
Yeah, that's both.
Well, I mean,
as
East
a
LA
first
maybe
timer, I was
too,
just
maybe
like damn, like just like you're in shock, like oh shit, like that body,
That's crazy, fool. It's crazy
That's-
that. Sorry, go ahead.
And, like, it's crazy because like literally that was the only way in or only way
You
out.
couldn't miss him, fool.
Like you couldn't, like, there was no way you couldn't like not miss that person.
Oh, it's try. So you never thought of like, let me move out of this fucking scene, or what was your take on that? Like, if I see a dead body, way, it's like, well, no, mama, let me just change my course because I don't want. I mean,
That's when I said when about the whole hip hop scene started getting a little bit out of control.
oh shit, okay.
That's
So,
when-
so this was like a hip hop scene.
Yeah, it was purely hip hop like scene. That's when like the hip hop scene kind
But
of.
the fucking Paisa scene is not any better, fool.
Nah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
Probably worse, no?
Nah, honestly, when I was doing the Paisa fly parties, like
Pretty chill.
I mean, you'll have your regular fights, but
That's anywhere, you know what I mean, viejo?
that's just anywhere. But shootings like that, nah.
Hijo de la chinga.
Yeah, wait.
Because you see that the English. Sorry about that. The English fly parties, you would have like gang affiliated.
Mm.
Like there'll be like a lot of gang affiliation going on in between.
That is true.
You know.
So, okay, so you moved into that Paisa scene. Would you enjoy more the Paisa scene or the hip hop
I
thing?
think it was the Paisa scene a little
Yeah.
bit more. Yeah.
So you went to, you said Malecon was your first night. So Lista like, fuck, I'm gonna play at a fucking flea. Do you remember the day? What day was it?
Oh, actually, my bad. I take that back. The first nightclub was Potreros.
Fuck.
Potrero.
I think
Potreros.
today, fool.
Yeah, in Carje, yeah.
I've never been, fool, but I heard the worst things in Potreros, fool. But I don't even know.
I've been there once, but that shit was humongous.
It's a
Man.
big ass warehouse, huh?
It's
I think it's a
It's an Amazon warehouse now.
Oh, it's an Amazon warehouse now.
Well, from what I remember, it's been years that I've passed by.
Yeah.
Well, the last time I seen was a whole bunch of Amazon trucks parked there.
But now ahí en ese little next to the railroad tracks, there's like a whole fucking vending machine. Have you been there lately?
I haven't been there in a
So
couple.
now it's like there's like on the railroad tracks, hay muchos vendors with tacos.
Oh, it's like another Avenue 26.
Yeah,
type of
like
shit.
andale or like
food
fucking-
market.
andale like a
Flea
food market way, yeah.
Flea
I
market.
mean, that's what people now. Back in the days, if you would have been like a nice little I say a club, you got there and eat. Pero pues yeah, I think the club is done, fool, no?
Oh yeah, the club's been done since COVID.
Really?
So yeah, I want to touch a little bit based on about that. So you said Potrero was your first one.
Yeah, and that goes based off Rancho Humilde and with the Flyer Party team, you know, like
Collaborated.
collaborated and did like one big event.
So who was the one who was presenting there?
It was a whole bunch of. It was like all the underground groups from LA and
Oh,
South Central.
shit,
So you've done other clubs, though?
Not all of them.
There's a lot of clubs, fool, but
No,
majority
no,
of-
like other Spanish clubs.
not all of
Not,
them.
not all of them.
Oh, you haven't done? I thought you. I don't know why I thought you did all of them, bro.
Not
Why?
all of them. I mean,
I mean, you know you're going to there. You know you're going
yeah,
there.
I mean, the ones that I did Potreros, I did Rodeo, Malecón. Which one else?
Ibiza.
I haven't done Ibiza.
Oh, really?
I haven't done. I've done Halos.
Halos, Mirage.
Well, I'm that's the hip hop.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mirage.
Oh yeah, AJ. So you went we're talking about this Paisa scene, and you said Padrón was your first one, and then afterwards it's been Malecón ever since.
Ever since, yeah. After that, it's been Malecón ever since.
And you just is it contract based or is it day by day or cómo trabajas ese
Also,
rollo?
Malecón is basically like, so it goes now to being a resident DJ.
Okay,
That's what we call it, you know, being a resident. So I get a call from my boy DJ Chapito.
Okay.
Like, hey, you know, what's up? You know, what are you doing tonight? Like, oh, nothing. I'm just gonna chill. What's up? You're down to spin over here in Malecón? I was like, yeah, Malecón. I was like, fuck, like,
That was your first night when you
yeah,
called
my
me?
first night. I was like, yeah, I'm down. You know, I'm down to go. Cause he had heard me at Chavas Cafe.
Oh
He
shit.
had heard me at Chavas Cafe. Like, hey, actually, I like the way you play at Chavas, and you know, like, come try it
Shit,
out over
cool.
here. Yeah, and ever since then, I was there every Friday at Malecón. I became practically a resident at Malecón on Fridays.
Oye, viejo. So Malecón.
How does that work? Because I know I've heard of like resident DJs,
Mm-hmm.
but like for like big ass hotels like Vegas, you know?
So kind of same thing,
Like
also, ¿no?
DJ Tiesto, I don't know his name.
See,
is.
those are contracts.
So they're not
They're
residents.
residency contracts.
How do they work?
So that residency contract, that means, okay, you're gonna get paid this much for like a certain amount of dates.
Mm.
Okay.
Y tú eres de planta ahí, Malecón, tú eres blanca, viejo, planta.
So yo estaba en Planta Malecón, like
And
for
to
sure,
this day or
guaranteed
not
every
no more?
Friday. To this day, I mean,
You do here and there, pop-ups here and there?
I do here and there, but it goes back to from DJing, I learned other stuff.
Okay.
You know, the
Engineering. Yeah, okay.
and then
I
it
like
goes
that.
to doing the lighting, the
lighting.
LED.
Oh, yeah, do you remember the first time you encountered a Grupo Acme, güey?
Yeah, I remember.
Where was it? Where did you meet us?
It was
Was it at a club or just a...
no, it was at
I don't remember, viejo.
it was at a party. I know it was like at a birthday party or something.
En East LA or something like
East
that?
LA, yeah.
Duh.
Shit, dude. Oh, yes.
Shout out to all people from East LA.
Shout out to East LA.
So going back to that, I know you just mentioned about engineering because we got you for one of the videos. I don't know if you remember in Montebello. We talked a
Yeah.
little bit about that, how you pulled up and helped us out with that. I appreciate it. And to try to equalize everything, you know what I mean? It came out
Yeah.
pretty banging there, dude. So from DJ, you started messing around with engineering. We just kind of like, hey, we estoy aquí, a ver qué haces. What is it? You just
So during
volunteered?
the Paisa scene, I would DJ, but then also I would like, you know, rent out my system. 'Cause I had my DJ equipment, so I would rent out like my, you know, my
Speakers and
mixers,
shit like that.
speakers, and then like little by little, I started fucking with messing around with the mixing board.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
started learning a thing or two about, you know, like sounds and frequencies and all that.
That's
And
crazy.
then that's how I
man.
picked it up.
Look, bro, I learned a little bit too.
All right.
All right, I did the whole sound engineer for this for
Mm.
Grupo Acme.
Lindo.
And let me tell you something. They're deaf. They're freaking deaf, man. Okay, that shit was so loud.
I think that's all grupos in general.
They're fucking
shit's
deaf,
funny.
bro. Because I remember when we would get like, you know, what some of the like musicians would go on break or whatever, and we'd get like replacement for that event. They'll come up like, fuck, my ears are fucking like just.
Dirty.
Zoomiendo.
And but this was like normal, like this was
We
weird.
gotta understand the speakers are facing now, viejo.
No, the monitors, bro.
Oh, yeah?
The monitors were fucking like a todo que da.
But because here's the thing, when you have, let's say, 2-floor monitors or 3-floor monitors, like uno, you have your sexto, you have your accordion, and then you have your bass player. So then uno se quiere escuchar más recio que el otro.
Y no me escucho.
So that it goes back to like, oh, well, he's louder than me. I can
Yeah.
hear myself now. So that's why you had to go up on the accordion player and then on the vocals.
Now the reason why I say that is because there's been times where we played in closed doors, like halls.
Halls, yeah.
Y when that shit's loud, un chingo de feedback,
The feedback.
loud as fuck, bro. Now it got to a point where I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Because one, they complain to me that they can't hear themselves, and two, when I put their stuff up, it throws a shitload of feedback. So I was like, oh my god, bro. That time I wasn't like kind
You're
of, I
just stressing
wasn't.
yourself out.
Yeah, bro, and I didn't talk smack to them. I was just kind of like
Like, what do
following
I do?
orders.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
'cause I was their staff. But did you ever come across that, like when fucking speakers blow out on you or like shit
I'll
like
blow
that?
up, but I mean, like, yeah, like I had, well, I used to work with los desvelados too.
Oh, los
Okay.
I used to work for Los Desvelados. I used to do sound for them and everything. So I mean, yeah, like I had my times where like, damn, like I would get feedback or certain places that wouldn't help you out because either the way the place was,
Yeah.
like you get like a lot of echo or
The fucking cables.
cables, all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck, bro.
that's part of the
Part of
learning
this-
process. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, way.
Part of the learning process. But I mean, by the time I got to be with Desvelados, I was already like more like
In tune to what shows going
more
on.
like okay, like I knew what I was up to, I knew what I was doing, and comes back to Malecon, where besides the DJing,
That sound engineer.
the sound engineering, I
yeah.
met other ingenieros from other grupos,
Mm.
and like just start asking questions, like hey, what about this, what about that, you just started asking questions, and
Oye, Tracy, you never thought you ever wanted to go like the engineering side or not really?
uh
No te llama la atención. It's kind of like whatever. ¿Cómo ves?
yes and no. I feel like my thing was more like for more of a DJ.
Okay.
I did try the sound engineer for a cool minute, pero like I didn't feel like that was me,
Fulfilling, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Oh, yeah, viejo. So I'm just another question. Sorry about that. Cut you off again.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about your time of DJing in Malecon prior to COVID and after COVID and how that shit just changed completely, viejo.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, obviously in our age, in our time, that shit was like you got a club, you like fuck, it's banging, that shit's packed, it's pinche ambiente machín, viejo. So you've noticed the transition because you worked there because you see what's up, you see the transition. How has that been about as far as adjusting to that? Because now you're DJing to different crowd. It's kind of like you're expected to be full. It's not full no more.
Oh yeah.
So ¿cómo trabaja ese rollo, viejo? How have you seen that? I guess transitioning from COVID, prior to COVID, and after COVID, the whole club scene.
So I feel I think after COVID, it just everything changed. The way of the whole format for restaurants as well, because restaurants you will hardly see any like music played at a restaurant. Like uno que otro restaurante tenía banda,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that would be contados.
Like Culichi Town.
No, not this was before Culichi Town.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm talking about like I forgot this place
Isla
called
Mujeres?
Mi Lindo Sinaloa, but the one in
Linwood?
Linwood.
HP? Oh.
I
Linwood.
think on I'd say Atlantic, I think it's
No, it's not Atlantic. It's off on. It's right there by Paramount. It's
Imperial?
Paramount.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
But there was a Mi Lindo Sinaloa, and they used to have bandas every Sunday. But it was before Culichi Town and all of that. But I feel like that time during COVID, since it was like like certain amount of people, and then everything was limited. I feel like that whole COVID time, it changed a lot for the nightclub scene because now you have DJs playing at restaurants, you have grupos and bandas playing at restaurants now, and people were like, oh, I mean, because before it used to be, oh fuck, let's go to let's go get mariscos, so let's go eat,
Mhm.
and then from there
After party Lidos
to the club.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be before.
Mm.
Go eat, and then boom, let's go to the club.
Yeah, what is
Now-
like you eat and you fucking party
You
there?
eat and you party at the restaurant. Why? Because you have bottle service, you have everything that a club provides you in a restaurant. Why you gonna basically leave from there? We could just stay there and enjoy the same thing as a
Yeah.
nightclub.
Oh, Jonas?
No, I was gonna ask you because during COVID I didn't really go out, bro. I was just kind of like being home, not because I was scared, but because I don't know. I didn't really want to go out. But were clubs open during COVID? I don't know.
I don't think so. Yeah.
It got to a point where it was no clubs. For
Okay.
like about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 or 5 months.
And then when it were open,
And when
how was
it
that?
opened up, it was certain regulations.
Okay.
6 feet. Yeah, you had to dance with people 6 feet over.
No, there was not even. I mean, not dancing allowed, but you only had a certain amount of people allowed
On the table.
at a table
Okay.
Oh.
and at the venue wall outside.
Oh,
What about the dancing?
There was no dancing.
No sick. No.
Perreando así de air, fool, perreando de air.
Yeah,
That's crazy, dude. So okay, so now after COVID and it slowly transitioned, because I'm pretty sure like a lot of clubs are losing money, fool, because they're not bringing in. You know what I mean? How are you seeing that as far as the business perspective? Are they getting enough people? Because I know nowadays even the grupos that used to pull people, como que no están jalando a la misma gente, viejo.
es que a la gente. I mean, like times have changed now. Like you see inflation, all these crazy prices.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's crazy. So people now, they're like, they think about it twice now about doing stuff. Partying, going out, bottle service. It's expensive now.
Bro, that shit got way fucking expensive.
Before, yeah, like before,
It was $350.
not even 350. Before, let's say the most you pay was like $250 with the tip included already.
Yeah.
So then now it's
Correct me if I'm wrong. They start charging like 3,000.
What?
nah.
Where are you going, fool?
No, I'm okay. So
3,000.
okay, off camera, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But so what was the most now? Because I know.
No, so it goes based off like it's like how do you say it? So like in Hollywood, right? Hollywood, it goes based off the section. Like, oh, like let's say I want to get this table, this section. Oh well, it starts off minimum consume of $3,000.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
do you mean?
consuming
What
like food,
No. Yeah.
food, beer, whatever it is, just it has to top $3,000.
I mean, like Hollywood is all like bottle service.
well,
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, it goes based off that. Like you gotta like spend this much to get this table.
It's like, you go to Vegas because you
But
want to
isn't it the
fucking.
same?
It's the same thing as Vegas.
Yeah, you go to a gazebo. What do you call it? Like a little those little
Private room?
Cabanas.
cabanas way.
Yeah, it's like that. It goes off. It goes off to like everything starts like in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
When you get a cabana, when you go to a nightclub, oh well, how much is to get this section? Oh, the minimum is $2,500 for this section right here.
That's crazy.
So you gotta consume $2,500 worth of alcohol.
That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
No shot huevo. Yes, it is. But I'm talking about that. I mean, so now you see that we go. So are you scared a little bit from like? Are you like scared of your job a little bit, or how do you feel about that way as far as the clubs? Because if you see people that are not coming in, it's like, fuck, who am I teaching to? I mean, I mean, not like it's empty, but like not as packed as how it used to be before, right? Do you see a
Yeah.
difference, or how?
I do see a lot of difference. A lot of difference.
So there's less people in our club.
There's less people.
Yeah, it's got. I think you're going back to like the
But it goes back to the going back to what he was trying to say right now. Like it goes back to people not spending the same amount as money
Yeah.
before.
or like the theaters. Fool, nobody wants to go to the theaters no more. You got fucking Netflix. You got all this shit in your house.
You got all these bootleg websites where you can watch the movies before
That's
they hit
true.
the
That's
theaters.
true.
So I think so. In that case, so what's your like plan B for that? Like, I mean, if they fucking shut that shit down, ¿qué van a hacer? ¿Qué va a hacer DJ Trice?
¿Qué vas a decir, Chase? I mean, the other stuff that I've been doing, there's other stuff that I do on the side, I help
okay.
out my boy, he has a shoe business.
Oh,
okay.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Viejo. Okay. So you do get like the plugs and shit like that. If you
Yeah,
got
my boys.
anybody that wants to buy shoes, DJ Trice is where tattoo me. He has a plug too, right?
My boy.
Oh, his boy has a plug,
My boy.
so, yeah,
But I
yeah.
help him out. Or even besides that, I mean, like I said, back to goes to like the ingeniería,
Okay.
programming lights, programming the LED walls and all that. Like it goes off to that. I mean, I have other opportunities I could go
Okay.
go to
Maybe
other,
be the planta like somewhere else for like
somewhere
a group
else
shit.
or-
Okay.
you know.
That's good. See, I think your experience speaks for itself, right? Wata? Who's a famous person you've met so far in this scene, this DJ scene?
Damn. Most famous?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, not most famous, but just like a lot of people. I mean, you met the Coyote. I'm pretty sure you met Coyote, right?
Oh yeah, I met Coyote.
Oh, yeah, viejo. Now I want to talk a little bit.
He had a list, bro. He had a list.
I know.
and
I
you
just before you
interrupted.
got the list.
Yeah, I was ready to listen to the list.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean a bunch of artists. I met Coyote. I mean like Marca Registrada.
Okay.
It goes back to when the ingeniería.
Yeah.
Renting out my system. I work with a lot of grupos. Grupo 360. Los Perdidos. Who else?
A lot of people, dog. It's just so much to name, Cause
Chuli Sarga.
Oh, Chili Sarga.
Canelos. It's been.
Oh, yeah, Trice. I know there was an incident involving El Coyote and Malecon. Were you there? Something about somebody pulled out a gun. Was that something that happened? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I heard something about Malecon getting shut down because some shit went down in there. Is that true? About a gunshot being in El Coyote was there?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I fucking.
Yeah, maybe you had a dream about it. I don't know. But I did have a question for you, and this is really like intrigues me. Now that you're doing, is it fair to say you're doing like bigger events, right? You're DJing for Marca Registrada,
right,
big names,
big venues.
big venues,
Big
big venues. Because obviously I told them that you were DJing for Marca Registrada at what, SoFi or
No,
No, it was not this. Into it.
He should have.
it's the same thing.
No,
Nah.
it's not. Güey.
It's not. I feel like it's a big deal. Into it.
No, it is a
Into
big
it.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
It's not Malecón.
no, SoFi is like fucking ta grande.
And
SoFi is big.
which one that is called Intern Dome? Intern
Into
Dome?
a dome, yeah.
Is that the one where nobody plays in there?
Clippers.
The
Clippers.
Ah, Clippers. Okay.
Okay, so my question is,
A ver.
when you go there, or even for clubs actually, you don't have to set anything up, right? Or how does that work?
Just get a laptop real quick.
Well,
Just
for
your
the
laptop?
for the nightclubs is just my laptop.
Okay.
But when I go do like events like for the like the what's it called for the
Into
into a dome and all that, I have to take my own equipment.
Like, okay, what do you mean?
Speakers?
No, not speakers. No,
That's
no,
what
no,
I.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay.
no. Just take my own, like whatever I play
Your
with,
your
like
your
my mixer or my controller or my
Oh, so
turntables, whatever.
Malibu provides that for you already.
Turntable.
Yeah, yeah. So all the nightclubs they have their own setups. Either they use CDJs, turntables.
Oh shit! So it's kind of like the group that they have the drummer set and shit like
Yeah.
that. No? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense. That makes
So
sense.
then, like for the Intuit Dome and all that, I have to take like whatever I use, like my controller. Now it's a controller.
Oh, Trace, have you played at Ibiza?
No, I haven't played it.
Ibiza.
No.
Okay.
He answered that.
Oh, I'm sorry about
Yeah,
that.
he answered that earlier. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he answered.
I'm
No.
sorry about
There
that.
you go. You're good.
But yeah, so how? Okay, so now that's my follow-up question. Do you feel like do you get more nervous? It's a lot of fucking people,
Oh, yeah.
bro. It's a bro. You're not talking about a fucking club.
Oh,
You're not
yeah.
Chavas Cafe where you know everybody and everybody's from East LA. You're talking about humongous fucking.
Yeah, it's like I mean,
Intimidating me a little bit or what?
not intimidating, but you do get nervous. Like you get like the little shaky legs.
Yeah, yeah,
shaking
yeah,
like, in
yeah.
front of
So
a
what's
thousand.
your process like, bro? You get hired. You're gonna play there Saturday. Today's Tuesday. What's your process like?
Just have fun with it. Just like
Do you sleep? Do you get
Oh
nervous?
yeah,
or
no. I
something?
mean, I sleep and just take it as like damn. Like you're gonna play somewhere big. Somewhere
Yeah.
like.
But do you plan accordingly? Like, okay, these fools they attract this type of people. Are we gonna put banda? Are we gonna do like reggaeton or what exactly? Are you like?
So
So how are you reading the room?
So pretty much, I already know what I'm gonna do because it goes back to what do you say what we were talking about earlier about like the crowd. It's a younger
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah, yeah.
So like for those type of events, like yeah, at the beginning you could play like just like when the doors open, play
Conejito Malo.
corridos. No, that's after.
Oh, sorry about
Just to
that.
get the crowd, like
Okay.
like that, like you get the crowd going like after. So at the beginning you could just play corridos, like just like
Dile
play
Besón.
like play by music, like
Oh,
just
they go,
something
and
smooth.
do they tell you like you cannot don't play this? Is there like certain things that hey, they don't play these fools or like do they give you like a no? Is it just whatever
Like
you want?
honest, I never had like oh you cannot play
Restrictions.
this restrictions. Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
and I didn't have no restrictions. Yeah, like what they do tell me though, like, hey, we need you to hype up the people. We need you to play.
right.
We need you to play like club music to get the people, pumped
cool.
up before the headliner.
Are you doing MC too?
Here and there, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, yeah. Because hype up people is hard to do with music.
No, yeah. No, I mean, even at that, you gotta get the mic and you gotta like shout out to the ladies,
So
all that, yeah.
So what was like? What was your first time, bro? You get the mic, you're like, oh fuck.
That's
dude.
Like you start stuttering.
That's
What
funny.
was
So,
like? What, were you good? Were you like, ah, fuck it,
mean,
get the fucking mic?
Yeah, you
like,
just gotta get the mic and just have fun with it.
yeah, okay.
You just gotta have fun with it. You don't think about it, just have fun with it. Because once you start overthinking, that's
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
we're
just
going.
yeah. Once
Fuck,
once you overthink about certain stuff, yeah, it's gonna tell you.
Oh, it's right. So I noticed that a lot of people were like recording you and shit. Going back to
yeah,
recording
wait,
other
what's
people,
up with
like,
that? You had over like
a lot of
a
fun.
shit little fucking just stories of like DJ tries.
yeah, I mean, it goes back to like like just play like like
So that
hype
was,
up the people, like hey, like
that was my
like
next
make the
question.
concert like feel like you're at a nightclub. You just wanna like fucking
Okay,
dance.
that was the next question.
Yeah.
Did you give all those people free tickets or they want to go
Nah.
see you? Wait,
They didn't go see me, but
bro, nobody posts their DJ when they go to a concert, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
nah, it just goes back to like hyping up the crowd, like making it, like you do that right before the main
Uh-huh.
act goes up. You want to get the people going. You want to get
Yeah.
like. So by the time the main act goes up, the
Ya está
people's
todo el
already
ambiente
el
pumped and
ambiente
shit.
like pumped up.
Now that you say that, I don't know if it was Rodeo or Ibiza. I'm not sure. I don't know if you've been to Ibiza.
He just said he hasn't.
No, not play.
Oh,
Have you been to Ibiza?
I've been to Ibiza.
Okay,
I've been, yeah.
there was this MC. I don't know who he is, but he would say, "Para todas las mujeres que piensan que todos los hombres valen verga y que son un chingo."
Oh, that was Rodeo.
And then another girls were like, ah, and then at the end like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
Who is that?
that's MC Rafa.
Does MC
Oh,
Rafa?
Yeah, he's at Malecon now.
Okay.
Well, after Rodeo shut down, he went to
Malecon?
he went to Malecon.
He's just the MC, like an MC.
Yeah, he's an MC, and up to this day he still does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that he would do it, and then like all the girls were like, oh yeah, we fucking think guys are
Trash.
trash, and then the girl like,
Todas las mujeres que
fuck
piensan
you,
que los hombres,
bitch.
en el último momento, fuck you, bitch.
That's funny.
Yeah, up to this day he still does it.
Just,
Up
but
to
I'm
this-
pretty sure girls already know. Like, oh, he's gonna say fuck you, though. Fuck you too.
You'd be surprised. Girls were like,
Oh, there, no, there's some that actually do get
they,
offended.
they,
No, but sí, güey, no mames.
No. Like they do take it like really like
Personal.
they'll
Like
write
too
a review on
personal.
Yelp or what?
like no, like they'll take it too personal. But like, hey,
Fuck
we're just messing around. It's like we don't get offended when he says something about that guy. Like, hey, come on, dude, you're a guy, what?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
but
feel like it's the new generation getting
No,
a
I
little
think
bit
it's
more
just fucking girls.
sensitive?
Girls, fool.
Just some people just being too sensitive. I
Yeah,
think. They can't take a little joke.
está cabrón.
No, pues sí ofenden, güey. Pues imagínate que me digan fuck you, bitch.
Oh, a
No,
todos
pues,
los
qué rollo,
gordos. Like,
compa.
hey, no, fuck you, dog. I'm trying to be
Todos
fucking.
los gordos like, hey,
Hey, what's up? What's up with that? Oh, you got so the experience with the Intuit Dome. That was, you said that was one of the biggest, I guess, biggest performance I guess,
Yeah,
venue
Into
you've
It Dome
done.
has been one of the biggest. Yeah.
And it was how many nights? Just one night, or
Yeah, it was just only one night.
how,
I mean,
how did that come about? How did that It was just connections that like, hey, wait, I want you to come over here, or
No, I mean I've been working with this label, RB
Okay.
Music. So that's where Marca. It's RB. That's their label, RB Music.
okay.
You know, that's where the label's from, and I've been working with them for years now.
okay, cool.
So I mean, besides the Into It Dome, I've done the Pico Rivera Sports Arena.
Órale.
They have been there, and so I mean, before Marca, I used to. Well, not even prior to Marca, even during they have other artists that have performed at Pico, Pancho Barraza, Pequeños. They used to have Decima, who else? Banda Cuyulitos,
Okay.
Gerardo Coronel. So I mean, I've done the Pico Rivera Sports Arena.
Do they have Cuisillos or no?
Yeah, Cuisillos. There we go, Cuisillos. That's another
I
one.
want
Yeah,
to go see Cuisillos, bro.
Cuisillos,
That's
yeah.
my favorite band of all time, bro.
yeah. No,
I really want to go see them.
and they have Pequeños Musical.
Es que yo todo y no sé qué hacer. Tu recuerdo me-
And I'm not gonna lie though, like not gonna lie, the first time I heard Cuisillos, like when they sang with RB Music, they were Pico. When they first performed again here in LA, it was a bad experience.
Was it where like all the fucking bandas were there? Because I remember I went to Pico and they weren't gonna show up, but all the bandas I played and they had turned all the lights off and todo. And next thing you know, they just popped up out of nowhere.
I think it was it that no?
I'm not sure, but I just know that I've always like that's my favorite band. I was actually gonna get them for my wedding. I swear to God, no.
No, yeah, no. Cuisillos.
No, wait, hold
honestly, Cuisillos is a vibe.
Hold up,
yeah,
hold up, hold up.
It's a vibe,
Hold
yeah.
on, hold on, let me correct that. I wasn't gonna get them. I
You wanted
called to get a price.
To get a
What
price.
was it?
Yeah. Well, pues con las cosas no se dicen, compa. Mucho.
Oh, that's right. So I mean, before we wrap it up, ya va un poquito ya. So I don't know if you want to say it or not, but is there any experiences you had with any artists like fuck este pinche culero es un culero like that you told like it was un culero or not? No, he's cool or he's very quiet.
And you don't have to say the name. You don't have to. You could
no,
just
no,
say like
I-
this
like,
particular person.
I never had any.
experiences. Like
Everybody's cool.
Everybody's cool. I mean, I feel like when artists act a certain way with certain people, it's because you're like kind of like pushing their buttons, or you know, mainly I'm to myself. You know, like I don't be like trying to be like
Yeah.
a groupie or like
yeah, you just
know,
do your
I
shit.
just do my thing. If they're there, they're there. Like they want to say what's up, oh what's up. You know, if not, I mean, you know,
So you're not like starstruck by anybody.
nah. Like the day of the Into It Dome, like estuvo Codiciado,
Yeah.
estuvo quien más La Ventaja, Enigma, and they were just right there. I mean, I was
Chilling.
just chilling, you know, like yeah, like oh it's cool like that. You know, you get to see them like
Face to face and shit like
face
that.
to face, but you know, like
Yeah, because Omar he got a little from who was it? The Barajas era?
Yeah, bro.
He met Barajas. And he was,
I went to the We're Coming Home. Where we're at the Guadalajara airport.
but he's been known to have shit like like
yeah,
little
and I
results.
told him, hey, hola, ¿cómo está? And he was like, oh, like he just fucking ignored me. And he just kept talking on the phone like, oh, Toro. And
Porque si was talking on the phone también, pues qué onda, güey.
I mean, yeah, there's times that like it's like I mean, I say it from the artist perspective, way, but I mean, there's times that they're fucking like their head is just
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know
Yeah,
they
like,
have,
you-
they have a lot going on.
You're trying to do like a business, este cabrón. Hey, come on, like if you don't see me talking on the phone, or what?
No, because I have time. There's been times that like I'm like you know like you're in a like important business call
Uh-huh.
or X cosa, and then you have people like hey,
Yeah,
like,
güey,
you know, kind of like
Yeah,
I'm not
so
saying
no,
you're
man.
invading. You're
No, he is invading the space, but he
Maybe,
ain't
maybe
maybe
it
I
was
was,
space.
bro. Maybe I
No,
was.
but there's some that are naturally like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are naturally like que son así, and there's nothing like you know you
Can
can
do
do